back to the channel. I am back home in Louisiana. Made it home safe from Missouri. Been home for a couple of days, and I was heading to the track. I thought I would, get a little workout in, and I decided I was just going to have a brief moment talk with you guys. Something that's been heavy on my heart ever since I got back from Missouri. I've mentioned it in a couple of videos already, and so you get to see that. One of them I think I've already posted, one I'm not 100% sure by the time that this comes out that it hadn't already been posted or not. But while Rochelle G and I and a bunch of other people, obviously, were at a convention in Missouri, crossing rails for Rochelle and I got an opportunity to collab again and to go to a couple of locations. And like I said, I talk about this in a couple of my videos, but I'm bringing it up now so I can go into detail about it because I need your help. While we were there, we were at a gravesite. We're at a cemetery looking for a specific gravesite that we couldn't find at the beginning, and we're at this kiosk, and that we were trying to locate it, because you could type in the information and it would tell you the location of the site that you're looking for, and kiosk didn't work. So as we're sitting there and we're trying to find the location, I'm staring at the computer, tapping on it, beating the crap out of it, trying to get it to come on. And Rochelle all of a sudden kind of just, hey, do you see this? And I turn and look, and what I look at first looks like a spider web that had detached. I think they call it ballooning or something like that. And it was like misting. It wasn't like a circle. It was long, and it looked to me, I call it like a ribbon. It looked like ribbon, glistening, beautiful, glowing, almost pulsating ribbon, and it was just going by. Rochelle recalled it as a string, then she said ribbon, and now we're calling it a string ribbon anomaly. But the reason why I don't think it was a spider web is because as it kind of walked, to me, I say walked purposefully, because it had almost a rhythm, like it was walking 6-8 feet in length, clear at the bottom, couldn't see the feet area. It didn't look like a human being. It literally looked like just a long stretched out orb, like energy. It was so absolutely majestic looking. I wish I could explain in words what I saw. But as it went by, and when Rochelle saw it for a couple seconds before I did, when she got my attention and I looked at it, it almost looked like intelligent. Like it looked like it turned, looked at me, and I got the sensation that it was looking at me. Then it just poofed, disappeared. Now again, I'll go into detail about this in 2 of my other videos, because obviously, holy crap. But the reason I bring it up now, because it's been so heavy on my heart, is because I don't know what it was. I can't explain to you what I saw. I've been doing this for a long time now, this whole paranormal thing, not on camera, my whole life. I've had so many people ask me about my origin story. I wish I could give an explanation, because I can't remember a pinpoint moment, because all my life I've always sensed, seen, felt, heard things that weren't there to the naked eye, so to speak. But all my life, I can't explain this. I don't know what I saw. And if you ask Rochelle, she'll tell you the exact same thing. It looked like a glowing ribbon that turned, looked at us, looked like it took a step towards us, and then disappeared. So that's the reason I'm bringing it up. I have a lot of friends in this community that are either paranormal investigators, empath, what have you. And I'm like, what did I see? Can you explain it to me? What did I see? Because I can't explain it. And the reason why it's so heavy on my heart, I think, if I had to pinpoint it, is because shortly after we saw this, we left the cemetery because we couldn't find the monument that we were looking for at the time. We did find it, but we didn't record it because it just seemed tasteless at the time. But we went to the doing that investigation. We got our spirit box out and our apps and everything. You'll see it on mine. If I haven't already posted it, I'll probably post it shortly. It says sister, and I made reference to the fact that I just recently, the last couple months, lost my sister, and I feel like she's been trying to reach out to me. I feel like she's been trying to communicate with me, and for some reason I haven't been able to connect. And it says sister, and I stop, and I even verbally out loud say, hi Tammy. My sister's name's Tammy. I say, hi Tammy. But then, you know, later on, we're doing another investigation, which I have not put out yet. I'm still editing it. It's so much. Oh my gosh, it's so much. But while during that investigation, her name comes across the spirit box, and Tammy is not a normal name. You know, Jen, okay, fine, yeah, I have a very common, very popular name, so if Jen or Jennifer comes through, I don't really get all excited, you know. But during this investigation, both my name, Rochelle's name comes up, I think 4, possibly 5 times, and then my sister's name comes up. And I'm left to believe, you know, was that her? Was she there at that cemetery with me? She's been following me. I mean, even the whole story about how I ended up with this Jeep. This was not the Jeep I was looking at when I was looking at buying a Jeep a while back. This was not it. So it's like, since my sister's passing, she has been somehow entwined with me. Like when I went to Gulf Shores, I made a comment about my friend Lorna, who is a psychic, giving me a message from her. You know, it's like she has been with me. But for some reason, the cemetery, whatever that anomaly that we saw was, and I'm convinced, and you can't convince me otherwise, that was not a spider web. Spider webs don't disappear in broad daylight. There's no shading, there's no trees. It's not like it went underneath, you know, some shade and disappeared. It just poofed. It turned. It walked past us, turned, walked towards me, and poofed. You can't explain that to me. If you can, please do. For the love of all that's holy, please tell me. You know, I'm a very spiritual person. I'm a very prayerful. You know, and in this situation, I can't explain it. You know, I've prayed to God. I've reached out to anybody who I think may possibly know something. I'm trying my best to come to terms with what it is that I saw and how I feel and everything that has been going on, and I just can't. I wish I could describe what I saw better, other than it looked like a detached spider web floating through the air, 8 feet, if not taller. I mean, I couldn't see all of it because where I was, there was the kiosk was blocking a lot of it. But from what I saw of it, this beautiful outline of what only I could describe as energy, and purposeful in direction. It had movement. It flowed, but like it had a path. And normally I would say that's just if you know, ghost spirit just on its own, doing its own thing, reliving its last moments, you know, over and over again. We totally oblivious to us, but it turned. And the reason why I say this, because I keep calling it spider web. It was thicker than that. I call it more of a ribbon because it looked like the outline, like if you were to see like full body apparition, but only like one side of it, like just the silhouette. That's a better way I can explain it. Silhouette of it. But the reason why I say I could tell it turned, because it was doing this, like walking, and then it did that. It turned, and that's when I locked eyes on it. Now granted, there was no face. I couldn't see a face. It was not a form. It was energy. The best way I can explain it. I know I probably sound crazy. I feel crazy sometimes. But it disappeared right in front of my eyes, and less than 10-15 feet from me. And I hate, the only part about it, because it was beautiful and it touched me, the only part I hate about it is the fact that I legitimately, as a paranormal investigator, My camera, even my phone, was in the Jeep. We were scouting. We were looking for something. We were not investigating, so neither one of us had our phones or our cameras on. Obviously, why would we? You know. So I have no evidence to back it, and I've said a dozen times, and I'm sure I'll say a dozen more times out in my career, that if I can't show it, if I can't prove it, if I don't have tangible evidence to show to you guys, I usually don't even bring it up. Like if something goes like not like in the video you'll see coming up, one of the cat balls I had placed went off, but the camera's facing me, and Rochelle's like, turn the camera, and I was like, it's already off. There's no reason. If I can't show it, I can't prove it. And in this case, I can't prove what I saw. So that's why I'm coming to you guys. Have any of y'all ever experienced anything like that? Have any of y'all ever seen broad daylight, high noon, what looked like someone or something walking in front of you, silhouetted, beautiful, golden, sparkling, glowing? Again, I know it sounds crazy. I know. But that's what it looks like. And reach out to Rochelle G, Abandoned Reclamation. Reach out to her and ask her what she saw. And I guarantee you, she will tell you the same thing. We saw the same thing. And after the fact, we sat down and did a debrief and was like, what did you see? What the blankety blank was that? Because I can't explain it. I wish I could. God, I wish I could. So, but anyways, that's the whole point behind this. It's something that's just been on my heart. I haven't been able to shake it. I'm about to the prayer garden. I'm going to get my walk in. I go to my church, to my prayer garden. We have this beautiful prayer garden behind the church. It's gorgeous. And who knows, when I get there, maybe there'll be a part 2 to this, and I will break out my spirit app. I don't put a lot of weight into the spirit apps, any apps. I'm not real heavy with. I do love them because it's a great tool. But again, it is an app. But what you're gonna see in these next couple of videos is the amazing responses that we had that were more than just a word database and a coincidence. They were too relevant to turn your nose at. So I might, when I get to the garden, I might go ahead and do a part 2 and maybe see if I can't communicate with whatever it is that's been following me. Because normally this is stuff I keep out, because again, can't prove it, didn't have a camera on me. But at the house yesterday, I was sitting with my dog and I was doing some editing, as always. And I have this little round charger, just a round one, you can stick your phone on it, right? And it had a phone on it, been there for hours upon hours. All of a sudden, it just slides off the table and hits the ground. The phone, not the whole thing, just the phone. And it caught my eye, and I was like, what the heck was that? So I went over, picked it up, put it back on. It's back on the charger. There has been this nail, this roofing nail, it's about that big of a nail, up in my ceiling for I don't know how long. I couldn't even tell you how long. It's just one of them, you look up and you're like, what? Why is that up there? It's worked its way out over the years, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, after I put the phone back on the charger, I sit back down and back to editing. I hear this ding, ding, ding sound. And where my dog was laying by the front door, because he likes to lay on the tile by the front, the side door going out to the garage, I hear it. So I get up, I walk over there, and I'm looking around like, what in the world was that? And I see the nail, inches from my dog, on the ground. And without hesitation, I just smiled, and I was like, okay, you got my attention. What? I'm here. I hear you. You know, talk to me. What do you need? What can I help you with? You know, and I'm having this conversation with myself. I don't have any of my apps. I don't have anything. I don't have my phone, nothing on me. I'm just talking because I am convinced that someone is trying to communicate with me. And here's the thing. Again, I'm a very spiritual, I'm a Christian, and I'm very aware that in this career field, this life that I am in with paranormal investigation, that when you're in a vulnerable state like this, and I'm very vulnerable, I'm missing my sister, something horrible, and I'd give anything to communicate with her, to talk to her. that what we like to call the enemy, dark forces can infiltrate, and they can trick you and pretend to be something, you know, your loved one or what have you, familiar spirit. And I'm worried about that, and I hate that, because that's what's been preventing me to sit down and try to, you know, contact my sisters, because I'm like, I want more than anything to sit down and talk to my sister. But what if it's not my sister, you know? So the plagues of this, right? Nothing feels negative, nothing feels off, and I'm usually really good about sensing negative. But in this case, I'm blinded by emotion. So, but anyways, I've yammered on now for what, 16 minutes? Yeah, I'm heading to the prayer, like I said, I'm heading to the prayer garden. So I may consider, if there's not a lot of people there, because I'm not going to bust out my camera while people are trying to get their workout in, but I might pull out and try to do a little investigation walking through the garden. But if not, then I appreciate you all for listening, and if you have any advice, any suggestions, anything that can point me in the right direction on how to do this. I mean, just because this is what I do doesn't mean I'm good at it. I don't have all the answers. I'm new to this whole investigative part of the paranormal life, though I've lived it my whole life. So if you've ever experienced anything like that, if you've ever known anybody who has, if you lost a loved one and the grief has caused you to see things, normally I would go with that route, but I wasn't the only one that saw it. But yeah, if you have anything, if you can help me in any way, put a situation, put a name, condition, you know, if it was just perfect lighting, perfect scenario, you know, I'm down to listen to anything. But anyways, I appreciate you all for listening, and let me just drive around heading to church and rant. But it's been heavy on my heart. It's been something that since I got home from Missouri has just been heavy on me, and the more I talk about it, the better I feel. So I appreciate you listening, and I will either see you again here real shortly, or you'll see me in the next video, which will be dropping Monday, which I don't know when this is going to drop, so that might have been irrelevant. But either way, I will see you all very, very soon. And as always, I love you all deeply. And until then, be good to each other.